All right. So we're gonna do a quick. I thought about that when I was laying in bed this morning. Got up about 4:30. Thought I'd interview Pastor Aaron and ask him about what dedicated life looks like with him after being down here on our third day on this mission trip with the Allens at the Allen Ranch. Go ahead and tell me what you think, brother.
Well, coming down here as you expect, obviously you know that the Allen family, Logan and Robyn, and their family's doing great things. But when you actually get down here and just see and walk it out with them, uh, day by day, from morning to night, they're fully dedicated in every aspect of their life. So they get up together, they worship the Lord together, they raise their daughter together. They don't send their daughter off to some daycare just because Logan's got to do some stuff with horses and Robyn's got to go to work. So when they moved down here, they knew it was going to be a complete lifestyle change, and a different setting, but they did it anyways because they listened to the word of the Lord and the prompting of the Lord, and they followed it. And then when they get down here, they just hit the ground with all the feet going and all the engines turning, and they really dedicated themselves to listening to the prompting of the Lord and not going off on their own thing and not trying to go do their own thing before seeking the Lord's voice. And when they get out here, man, they get with it. They're dedicated to their craftsmanship. They're dedicated to the Lord. They're dedicated to their family, and everything they do is 100%. They don't take any shortcuts. They don't take any days off. They don't go the easy way. They do things right. When you get a horse from Logan Allen, it's right. It's the top of the line. It's sound. It is what he says it is. When Logan and Robyn and their family are in church, they're going to be leading. They're going to be setting the example. And it's not a bunch of fluff. It's not, well, we're one thing here, we're another way when we're at home. It's dedicated 24/7. 7 days a week, and that's something that really opened my eyes. It's not just a lot of talk; they're walking it out as well.
Yeah, real quick, how about as far as in walking it out? But what was the difference that you seen down here with this family? Was there like something that really stuck out with you? I mean, there's so much to talk about. It's hard to capture it all, but was there one or two things that really stood out to you, just that about their family life that stood out to you?
Yeah, their family life is they're just, that's what they are. They're a family. They don't. Hey, I'm over here today. I'm over here today. Our daughter's over here today, and then we may say hi when we get home. No, they do everything together. Yeah, Robyn goes to work for a little while, but when she gets home, they're roping together. They're cleaning stalls together. Everything they do is a family unit. They've got their daughter out there right in the middle, and teaching her, and she's learning. She's watching mom and dad work hard. She's watching mom and dad praise the Lord. She's watching mom and dad get up every day and do what they love. That's the one thing that I really learned is Logan and Robyn are doing what they said. We asked them both about their professions, and each one of them said, we love what we do. And I know there's a lot of people that get out there and every morning they do the same mundane thing, go to a job that they don't like because they're scared to go out there and chase after what they really love because they're afraid of failure. They're afraid of obstacles. You can't be afraid of failure and obstacles. If you're 100% dedicated to, I'm going to do what I want, I'm going to do what I love, and I'm going to do whatever it takes to do it. You may have to move a couple hours down the road. You may have to set up in a smaller place than you're used to. You may have to work 12 hours instead of 8 hours. You may have to do all that, but if you want to achieve the goal you set in your life, you're gonna have to dedicate stuff to achieve that. If you're wanting things that you've never had, you got to do things you've never done before. So that's something that really stuck out to me. Is they do everything as a family, and I've been so blessed down here learning about them.
Everything, and also the other thing I wanted to emphasize on, everything's quite a bit quieter. Obviously, living out here in the middle of Oklahoma, out in kind of like a prairie town. And can you talk about how much different it is in the slower pace of life, and you don't see any yelling, screaming, fire trucks, and all that. Can you speak to that real quick? Just the vast difference in that.
One thing that I'll say, and yeah, that's and I agree to all that. Here's why I think that is: they won't accept chaos down here.
Yeah.
I truly believe that. I truly believe that everybody down here, I truly believe everybody down here loves the Lord, and I think that just brings a peace upon the community, upon the businesses in their area, and they do what they need to do at their pace. And they don't let anybody come in and hurry them up and rush them.
Yeah, even like at the feed store we was at, or the coffee shop we were at, I was just really blessed that there was a lot of, and that man came over to make sure we had what we wanted. You wanted to swing a rope, man, you could take it off the rack and swing it. He said,
"You got dummies out here. You do whatever you want here."
Yeah, it's so much different. So we're blessed, and I'm glad to hear Pastor Aaron's view on what he thought dedicated life looked like down here in Oklahoma with this particular family in Nowata. So we're really blessed. I thank Pastor Aaron for his insight, and we're going to be moving along, taking you on the next part of this journey here on our third day. All right? Thank you.